Well, the entire process has been kind of fulfilling. Like, it kind of unfolded accidentally, and now it feels like it's taken on its own personality and become something that I love participating in and seeing people do. And it's really cool being in my position in GISHWHES because I just get to look through these amazing things that people did. And I get to come up with ideas of really weird shit to have them do when they do it. Most what was the other part? The gratifying and what?
Insane.
Well, the French maids debacle this year was kind of insane. We had this we had this objective to break the Guinness World Records of the most French maids in one place. The behind-the-scenes machinations that go into getting something like that done are really absurd. You would see the email threads that, Guinness World Records has all of these very specific stipulations, like, oh well, and they are completely arbitrary. No offense, Guinness World Records. But it's like, oh yeah, the French maids must be wearing fishnet stockings and they must be above the knee. Their dresses must be above the knee. And then we'll write that. Oh, is it cool if they're below the knee? Could you give us that? Could you work with us a little on this? And we negotiate the specifications of the Guinness World Record. And then we finally got everything buttoned down. We had the event, and 1,000 people showed up. But my ferry coming over from the island was late, and so there were 1,000 people waiting in this really hot auditorium for me, who was late, and they were all getting really hot, and they were thirsty and suffering from heat stroke. And I got there, and I was like, wow, guys, it's really hot in this gymnasium. This is really miserably hot. And I was just soaked with sweat. And then we had this idea, like, maybe we could break one more Guinness World Record, which was this thing that we had to go outside for with our hula. It's a long story. And the other people who were, volunteering and helping out organize GISHWHES, they were like, hey, let's pull the plug on this. Let's not go outside and try to do that thing. And I said, fuck you, let's do it. And so we all went outside, and then at one point there was, I think, 6, 7 ambulances taking people away in the middle. It was horrible. It was awful. I felt terrible. And what's even worse is that this particular Guinness World Record had this stipulation that everybody had to hold hands in a line, and they had to pass over their bodies, right? But they couldn't let go of the person next to them. Anyone let go of anyone else's hands, then we didn't get the Guinness World Record. So there's people having heat strokes, holding on. And if they're too weak to hold on while we're waiting for the ambulances to show up, the person who's holding their hand holds on for them, so their hand doesn't slip out. And literally, the line had dips in it, where it would be like holding somebody's hand who's lying on the ground, being attended to by paramedics. And everybody's like, yeah, you got it, hold on. It was terrible. It was like a sacrifice of fellow brethren for a greater cause, and the greater cause was passing a hula hoop around a chain of people. So, yeah, I had some conflicted feelings about that.
Thank you.